Welcome to our National Museum of Republic of Kazakhstan. Today we will tell the story about the greater leader of Kazakh Khanate, which was Kenesary Khan. Yes, Kaiser?
Yes, who led Kazakh people's struggle for freedom and independence in the 19th century.
Kenesary Kasumalo, or Kenesary, was the last Khan of Kazakh Khanate, grandson of Ablay Khan from the clan of Kenesary. He fought to protect the independence of Kazakh lands and attempted to restore the traditional Khanate rule. Kenesary was born into a noble and wealthy Kenesary clan. His grandfather Ablay Khan was one of the most significant rulers of Kazakh Khanate. His grandmother was a daughter from Tungar Khuntaji Galdan Tsaren. From his elder wife Aykumuz, Kenesary fathered 6 children, which was Sarjan, Yesengelde, Koshek, Agatay, Popay, and Kenesary. Popay, the younger sister of Kenesary, was an active participant in his uprising. Batr Nauruzbai, the younger brother of Kenesary, born from the second wife of Kasam, also took an active part in the uprising.
During the 18th century, the influence of the Russian Empire in Kazakh hordes increased. In 1731, the Kazakh of the junior Jews Abulkhair Khan recognized the protectorate of the Russian Empire. 1740, the Kazakh of the Middle Jews Ablay also became a Russian citizen. All subsequent Kazakhs were appointed the Russian government from 18th century, the first half of the 19th century. The line of Russian fortification gradually moved deeper into the steppe.
Understanding the military and commercial superiority of the Russian troops, Kenesary carefully prepared for the military operation. His military detachment constantly underwent combat training. Fugitive Russian and foreign gunsmiths were involved. Large-scale military operation Kenesary began in spring-summer of 1883. Designing Akmolings. After designing the decree, Kenesary with his detachment went to Turgay. In Turgay, the army of Shalaman plentifully joined him. In 1839, an expedition was undertaken to the steppe with artillery near Chenis Agach. The Kazakh rebels were defeated. The Russian occupied this point. Separate detachment of rebels attacked Russian trade caravels heading from the Siberian line.
Lebedev detachment has managed to capture and defeat the nomadic camps of the Kenesary Aul. However, these attacks have made to be interrupted due to the large spring floods. Despite that, these attacks have managed to undermine the authority of the rebellious Khan. In 1844, General Zhemchurnikov has gathered a expedition to capture and defeat the Kenesary Khan. The Orenburg government has issued a detachment consisting of Kazakh soldiers loyal to the Russian government. On the other hand, the Siberian government has issued two detachments consisting of first commanded by Yisail Lebedev and the other one commanded by Centurion Fililev. The Kenesary Khan has managed to defeat the detachment of the Kazakh people, and their remains have coincided with the detachment of the General Zhemchurnikov. Kenesary understood that he needed to temporarily enter the trust of Orenburg department and, if possible, avoid conflict with them. Therefore, for some time he stopped hostilities on the Arctic line and moved to the center of the military clashes against the Western Siberian general government. Wandering in the space between the Sirdarya river and the lake of Telekul, Kenesary in 1842 made an armed attack on the territories subordinate to the Western Siberian government.
In 1846, under pressure from the Russian, Kenesary Khan was forced to leave the territory of the Middle Jews. During this period, Kenesary directed the main blow against the Coconut Khanate. Among the Kazakhs of the northern region of the Senior Jews, an uprising also began. The Russian government sent the General Vishanovsky against Kenesary. Together, the Kazakh Aga Sultans, Vishanovsky overtook Kenesary near Lake Balkhash. Unable to withstand the siege, the Kazakh Khan migrated to the central regions of the Senior Jews. However, the Kyrgyz Manabs sought to take Russian citizenships in order to get rid of the Coconut oppression. Sultan of the Senior Jews swore allegiance to Russia.
In 1947, Kenesary Khan was killed on the modern territories of Kyrgyzstan. He was killed by the Kyrgyz leaders or Manabs for the bounty of 3,000 rubles, and his head was sent to the Russian emperor. Despite that, his voice was unyielding, and his rebellion has become an example for other generations to never yield to the power.